to 9 o'clock here in studio. Good morning, welcome back to Breakfast Television, and joining me in studio, Tayaba Jafri is here. She's a global makeup artist and doing some workshopping here in Center. You're in high demand. The talent is in high demand. So you meet people all over the world and talking about trends in London, New York, the major centers. What are the two things you get asked most when it comes to makeup tips?
Well, the first thing that is always a question is, how do I keep looking younger?
Yes.
And the second thing is about mineral makeup, since it's been making such a splash in the industry in the last little while. And the two really tie in together. My tips always for looking younger, you have to begin at skincare. Taking care of the skin first is a must, because makeup can only do so much for you at that point. So a good skincare routine, definitely. But furthermore, when it comes to makeup, paying attention to the texture of makeup that you're putting on your face and the texture of your skin.
Accentuate the wrinkles.
And having said that, on the face, wearing makeup only where you need it. Foundation's a fabulous thing. Laura Mercier is actually known for foundation, but she always says, only wear it where you need it. A lot of times, I always recommend in this area in particular, most people don't need a lot of concealer and foundation. Concealer specifically is really close to the eye, into the little area that we call typically the recession. But here I find a lot of people pick up their concealer, apply the concealer, and put it everywhere. Because we love concealer, we love the coverage it gives us. But really and truly, very few people need a lot of concealing and foundation in this area. But there is a lot of foundation happening, there is a lot of concealer and powder happening, which is settling to creases, which causes...
Will age you.
Exactly.
There you go. Okay, now what about mineral makeup? Is it all it's cracked up to be?
Absolutely. I always say that mineral makeup is not just a new type of product in the industry. It actually is a phenomenon. It's a movement. Never before have we been able to apply foundation that's actually healthy for your skin. Ours in particular, we're the first line to do a luxury mineral, and we have a pure pearl complex in it, which has fats, amino acids, calcium, magnesium. So you can, and not recommended, but you can fall asleep with your makeup on, and it's going to be amazing for you. So
I've never done that.
Yes, please don't. Not a recommendation. But typically the skins in the past have had problems with makeup, or people who are either acneic or a little bit more oily or a little bit sensitive. Mineral makeup addresses all of that, but it addresses the other issue, the issue of looking younger. The finish on a mineral, I just want to show you, will always be, I'm going to dust a little of that extra off, will always be luminous. The more you buff it, the more it'll look moist. I don't know if you can see that on camera. It'll shine. It'll never be a dry powder consistency.
I'm going to dip my finger in there too.
Please go right ahead.
Oh yeah, there is a nice sheen there.
It's not like a typical talc, where a talc will accentuate any sort of dryness on the skin. The mineral will add luminosity, sheen. Our mineral foundations were a hit when they launched, and since then we have blushes and mineral eye colors to do the same. Pay attention to the texture of the skin. And
you know, Calgary is so dry, so we get that dryness on top sometimes.
Absolutely.
And you don't want any of that scaliness peeking through.
And makeup will definitely affect that in different lights as well. Mineral, you can't go wrong.
Okay, let's talk about trends heading into fall. What makes a fall look a fall look?
Well, a lot happens in fall. There's always a comeback of the smoky eye. There's always a comeback of red lips. In the last few fall seasons, the red lips have been creeping back. In fact, we saw some red lips last spring as well. But fall is definitely fall because of texture and because of the colors that are used. Coming from spring, we're a little bit more sheerer, we're a little bit more luminous. I'm still an advocate of keeping that luminous sheen into fall, although this season we see a lot of contrasts. The runways, as we saw a little runway show this morning, cute little
so cute.
Children, but the trends are actually quite similar. There's a lot of contrast with feminine flowing fabrics with paired with menswear. And the same thing we see in makeup. We see matte, we see luster, we see luminous skin, we see semi-matte. On the eyes, we see really, really dark, we see really, really soft. Color-wise, again, the smoky is back. When you look at makeup on the runway, you'll always find that there's one prevalent feature that's sort of poked out. Eyes are definitely one, lips as I mentioned, and the brow. The brow is making another statement once again.
Thicker brow?
Yes.
Thicker brow. Throw them in, ladies.
Throw them in.
Stop plucking now.
Yes. And the smoky eye, as I mentioned, is both intense and light, but my recommendation would always be, when you are looking at fall trends, make them your own. First and foremost,
You have to be able to wear it is the key.
you have to be able to wear it
Yeah.
and pick one. You're not going to necessarily wear the red lip of the season, the intense smoky eye, and the thick brow all in one look.
Okay.
You might want to just choose one.
Okay.